2 majors in the same month. Cutting corners made it worse, fucking around with fuck. The trap lead, Cooper flag made the white jump. When the plug got knocked, I started giving fronts.
And like I said before, for me, Cardi B's hooks, they can be catchy, relatable even. Um, they draw you in for the point of promotion and marketing. When she plays her hooks as like a snippet, that snippet has a chance of being more viral than her verses. Because when I hear Cardi's verses, they all just sound pieced together. My name is Easy Breezy. I love all things hip hop and pop culture. So let's talk about Cardi B's new record, Aha. Aha.
Real quick, shout out to Izzy So Official. Izzy So Official on TikTok. She about to break this down in ways that I don't think a lot of people would have done it normally. Um, yeah, I'm gonna shut up.
I don't know. She just loves speaking. I hate a bully, bitch. Okay, so Cardi, it's known she has a writing team, a camp that comes up with these songs. She always have long writing credits on her songs. Just because it's long writing credits doesn't mean that everybody was a contributing writer. People can contribute to the melody, if it's a sample. It's so many things that is um, comprised of. So we can't say that 30 people wrote the song. But what I can say from listening is it was clearly more than one person that wrote the song. When it gets to her verses, the problem, well, let's talk about verse for verse. The first verse. The first verse is okay. Okay. The problem is when you listen to Cardi, you can tell she didn't write it, in my opinion. It does not flow naturally. It's like when Duck Matthews of the Five Heartbeats was trying to write that song and he kept throwing that paper and his sister was trying to clean up. And she told him, if you just piece the pieces together, so you can tell that these individuals that are talented writers and know the mechanics of a hit record, or at least a record that can go viral based off what the people want. They've assessed that and they know how to deliver that. I know that to be true because of certain things. Like, for instance, let me give you an example because I don't know the song, can't learn the song. I cannot.
Real quick question: would you still support an artist if they weren't responsible for any of the material that they put out? Do you care? Does it really make a difference to you? Just a side question. I always wonder how people talk about ghostwriters.
Cardi makes me want to turn. She makes me just want to turn the radio off, and then when she pick, it make it worse. So like you bullying saying ah, it really make me want to turn it off after listening to a verse. But they do certain things like counting. This is a writing trick to say 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Even back when she had a song that said ABCDEFG, I know y'all was picking, yeah, but what it does is it registers what's simple in your brain. So without having to actively seek for participation, you automatically start participating in the record. Okay. And I think that her team has learned how to make her records discoverable, meaning it has all the makings of what today's, you know, youth wants. But the problem is being over 30 and still seeing stuff like is the problem.
I thought talking about tricking, sucking dick, and drugging men and doing all that would have been a deal breaker, but Whatever, I digress.
Cardi's record tried to do what Carisha's did, but the difference is I don't know who Carisha's writers were, but they understood the marketing demographic is bitches like me, 30 and over. And then the love of that demographic having little kids and playing it around the little kids and the little kids catching on the viral sounds and being on TikTok and scrolling. That's why babies were singing the song. Okay, where the demographic that Cardi is trying to uh, um, appease or appeal to, that demographic tap into Carisha's song because of the viral dance. Do you understand? There's layers, there's components. But Cardi's team is like trying to make the record highly memeable and think like that correlates to being memorable. It does not. Because there's no clarity in the verses. I mean, I can hear what she's saying, but I don't hear it does not flow well. Like the kids say, it don't hit the flow stage. It just does not. It sounds choppy. It sounds like punching for punching. And it sounds like we're going to take the best take. It sounds like someone sat there or the writer sat there and told her, no, on this verse you need to feel this way. Like it does not feel like true conviction is in the lyrics.
It wouldn't be if it wasn't yours. How you want to convince me of something that really isn't visibly yours in the first place? And then, like, I don't know why anybody is really surprised at the level of substance or lack thereof. Same talking points over and over and over again. Yeah, eventually you're gonna get tired of it. It don't matter how or what beat you put to it, how you switch falsettos, change punches up in the setups and all that. It's the same stuff over and over and over again. And then, I'm sorry.
In the execution, I don't know. It just seems very what's it called? Performative. So like Young Miami's record, it had chantability, absolutely. As Cardi individual, this record it had the counting, and it had plenty of quotables. What it lacks is it does not flow consistently. It does not feel like Cardi is in there. In my opinion, it don't feel like she's in there rapping, her truth. It feels like, people wrote a story. It wrote I don't know. It's just it's not given. And I think Cardi's team is missing the mark with that. She literally has no sonic identity. The writers all do. And that's why when we hear it, it sounds to me like a bunch of punched in because it's like I can hear all the contributing factors. And I can hear Cardi as the character that's, relaying the message, but it still sounds like she's acting out. She sounds like she's reading off an index card. Overall, it just lacks cohesion. That's what I could say. It lacks it doesn't sound like a cohesive record. Okay. A lot of Cardi's songs sound like if you rip them apart, that somebody could engineer new verses line for line. They could engineer new verses to other songs. It just it's not that it sounds all over the place. I mean, it's, I don't know. It's just not. The tide has turned, and I want people to understand. Bully records are done. Okay, every era has its time. And leading up over the past 3 years, I told y'all there's going to be a resurgence of older rappers that happened. We had Juvenile drop, we had T.I. drop, and other older. The Brat put out a freestyle, and that was going to translate to these style of records coming back. Okay, but I think Cardi team had the right idea with imaginary players and the feel of that. That's where we are now. Demure, cutesy, like a flexing, but more so like not trying to prove as a woman I'm a boss and I can do what men do, but it's supposed to come across now. Female rappers, listen, it has to come across now is I already have a seat at the table. I'm solidified, you know. So the bully records are done. So this whole ad hat, I think it's just not. It's past the time. We're not in the bully season no more. And trust me, I'm telling y'all, I got it. I got an ear for this. Like,
You a grown ass woman, you got millions of dollars, and you still out here titling your music at hand. What's next? Nan Nan and Boo Boo? Like, come on, man. This is what I be talking about with progression. I'm not expecting her to be Nas or no shit like that. But like, come on, man.
we're out of the season of overtly sexual lyrics. Like it's over. I'm telling y'all, it's done. So her and Lotto, these bikini things that y'all doing, it's only for a brief second. No, there is no replayability about that. In the group chat, flirtation era. Okay, this is the era. Where women, we've been showing for the past few years, girls taking girls trip. That's what your music needs to give. If it gives anything other than that, it's not going to stay on the charts. It's just not where the frequency is for women right now, especially when you're talking to black women. It's literally gone from a situation of being about mass clout and everybody being loving you as the it girl to your tribe loving you. So they gonna have to find a median. Anyway, let me know what you thought of the record down below.
There's only but so many things that you can do to relate to your audience, and everybody can have their own niche. I agree with her on a lot of what she said, but also just to add on, at some point you're gonna have to find another way to take your pen to a different place. You can't stay stuck on the same ABCD setup and think that people are going to just eat it up. The generation is changing. Their taste is changing. And like she said, that whole Biggie Small Tupac stuff, nobody's trying to hear that. Plus, y'all not even bar heavy like that. Y'all need to go into different fields. And I guess the problem is you scared to take a hit for speaking on things that have nothing to do with being overly sexual, but it is what it is, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. This is a hit, this is a miss.